Hello, I am Mal, and welcome to my recap episode, overview, comments, thoughts, first impressions, wrap-up of my Let's Try of Overfall. Now, I was going to go another episode or two, but in between episodes, I went off to try to, ironically, to, get a new adventurer to join us, and I had not healed up my character, Mal, and I got jumped by this warship that you can see in the background, and things didn't go that well for us. I actually probably would have won the fight, but once you lose both main characters, even if you still have a follower, in this case I still had my hunter, they can't lead the expedition, right? So it ends. So it has. But I wanted to do a recap video, or sort of my thoughts, first impressions on Overfall, and here's what I would tell you. I think that Overfall is a really, really interesting game. In terms of tactical RPGs, we don't get a lot of options for these games. So for me, obviously it was a big draw that it was a tactical RPG with turn-based combat, and that I very, very much enjoy. And I think that's kind of the dividing line. Either you like turn-based combat, particularly in RPGs, or you don't, and that would be kind of a gate. If you're thinking about a flowchart, that would kind of be a gate on whether or not you want to try Overfall. But I really, really enjoy it. I like the art style, the music. I really like most things about it. Now, it is still in early access. I'm recording this at the end of April of 2016. And I would say that if there were any sort of recommendations I would have to the devs, is that I'm all about games not holding you by the hand, but at the same time, there's very little information about Overfall. Even when you look online, even if your Google foo is strong, it's tough to find really good sources of information. At least I didn't. So it's a lot of experimentation, which can be fun, but on the other hand, it can be frustrating for people. And the fact that the game has permadeath, not everyone likes roguelike games, so that's probably another dividing line and something to bear in mind. But it does have a lot of it does have a lot of replayability. So like if we go here to new game, we should have some different options. So we can pick the wizard and whatnot, but we can also pick, where's it at? We've got some different skills. We've got different trinkets that we picked up from our last adventure. See, I think that that's really cool. It gives you a reason. It gives you a reason to come back and try again. Like, what's this? Heaven's Gust. Okay. Yeah. What's this trinket? Arcane Magnet. Reaper's Harvest. So I like that aspect of it a lot, and I will likely play this game again. Maybe I'll wait till it's towards the end of early access, or maybe I'll wait until there's a retail candidate for release. But I do plan to play this, and I might play it off camera, so I get a little bit more educated on what can be done. I have unlocked a lot of the followers. I've got a lot of different followers that are unlocked, so I'd like to experiment with those because I've only tried like 2 or 3 of them, or 2 of them, and I've got quite a few. So again, that's probably one of the biggest draws, is that it does have replayability. But it's, again, it's still in early access. It's got some things that could be kind of polished up. But again, my biggest feedback to the devs is that, give a little bit better information before a player even gets into the game. Yeah, I think that would be an appropriate thing to add, unless you just want it to be like, super tough for them to figure anything out. But I've enjoyed my time with Overfall, and I hope that you have as well. Thanks so much for watching this Let's Try series. If you did enjoy it, consider hitting that thumbs up. Until next time, I'm Mal, and I will see you later.